What's up guys, TC here, and welcome back to Starbound Nightly. Today we got a whole lot of stuff to cover, so settle in for it. And first things first, as you can look right here, you'll see we have some more vehicles on the table that are now drivable. Everyone knows and loves this one here, the human mech. Some of you might remember the glitch mech, and this is the apex mech, and we also have our boat here. These are all drivable right now. So we have the three, so with three races here. It would be surprising if we didn't get a mech for all the other races as well, so I'd look forward to like a high-lodal mech and a Florin mech and all that stuff too. Right now they're a little buggy. The human mech seems to be okay, but as you can see it's kind of wonky when you turn left and right. They're a little bit bugged. This is quite a buggy little Nightly. It's actually crashed on me a couple times, so I would be very careful trying this one out. But they're pretty much functional at this point. They do have some, like, as you can tell, the spriting's not quite right. No, it's just kind of weird to drive. They'll definitely have to work on it, but it's nothing they can't fix. And so I'm excited to have these in here. They only seem to have a machine gun now. I'm pretty sure in the future they might be differentiated in how they work. But yeah, they're just like the hover car. Hop in it, drive it around. So I'm looking forward to see what else I come up with. The boat is extra interesting because it seems to work just fine on land, and not terribly either, because it goes up and down hills. And the best part is it can go it can go over about as much terrain as the hoverbike can. So it's pretty funny. Up next, we're gonna head in here, and I want to show you guys some. They've actually finally added a classification system to the weapons. So what I mean by that is, we open this up and we look over these weapons here. If you look really closely, on the bottom here you'll see it says parry, right? So they've actually added in the definitions. Now this one says blade charge, and this one says spin slash, right? So now all of them, whenever you pick a weapon up, it tells you what its special secondary is before you even try it out. And on top of that, now it has your elemental effect on here too. So you see the little lightning bolt next to your sword here. So this one here says giant sword is its special, and it's a lightning type, right? So if we take it out, you'll see this is going to be an electrical attack, and then you charge it up. Let's move this. Yeah, so you charge it up, and you'll see it's a big, large sword with the electrical variety. And that's how all these are. So here we have, well, let's grab a different one than that. Here's the energy wave hammer. We're going to do the frost version. So you hold this, charge up, and it sends it out. And so you'll see there's an emblem for each one. Here's electric, here's frost, here's poison, and here is the new fire emblem. And every single one of these weapons is going to have either an element. So all of the uncommon and rare weapons are going to have an element. The common ones, like this variety here, they usually won't have an element to them, right? So you won't see anything like any kind of emblem next to them. That's exactly how these are as well. So I actually really like that because it makes it easier for me to try out and test weapons, identify like what's what. I don't have to manually go through here and try each one. But I mean, just some, here's some names. The barrier, we have trail dash, blink explosion, blink slash, we have the flurry, blade whirl. This one's actually that lightning one, but it's listed as unknown right now. It's one of the only ones I think that isn't actually properly listed. But moving on from there, we actually have several pretty unique weapons here. One that actually slipped by that was it was actually available in the last Nightly, but it somehow got by me, is this grenade launcher in my hand. And this is a remote grenade launcher. And this is actually really important to point out, because I think you guys, if you've been following along the Nightly, you would know that grenade launchers are now two-handed weapons, and prior to that they were one-handed, right? So you could dual wield them. And for the combat update they got adjusted to be two-handed. However, it seems they have gone back on that for the most part, because the regular generated grenade launchers have gone back to being one-handed. So if you see here, this Rotic Pulse Pump is a grenade launcher. It's a randomly made one, and it's one-handed again. So this one, as you'll see, is a one-handed grenade launcher. So it seems they might have gone back on their plans of giving the randomly generated grenade launchers secondary effects. However, they did implement a pre-made one. It's a remote grenade launcher, and this one is basically a grenade launcher, and you can remotely detonate the projectile. So you'll see here, left clicking will shoot a grenade and it'll stick there. You right click, it explodes, and you can blow it up right in the air too. So it's actually really useful. You can shoot it way far. It doesn't really matter. Extremely useful in my opinion. Definitely a pretty cool weapon. The other one here that's very unique in itself are these new fist weapons. They're the Gauntlet is what they're called. And so you guys might remember early on we had the boxing gloves. I think they were like kind of a predecessor to this. And these are a little buggy. Like I said, this is a very buggy Nightly build, so just be very careful on it. And so it seems they're trying to introduce some kind of comboing ability on this, and every, like, it looks like, so you see when you punch, it's got this little, that little, like, dash of energy pops out, right? But it seems to me that every fourth punch does a special attack. So you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So the fourth one's like a bigger hit. Yeah, so it's very unique. It's a little buggy in that, like, if you're walking and you try to do it, it stops you walking. So, like, if I start trying to do the combo while walking, it just kind of makes me stop. I don't know. And also doing that combo in the air sometimes makes you return to your ship, which is odd. But yeah, so I thought that was really cool. I'm not sure if we're going to have more than just one type of gauntlet or whatever, or what kind of combos we're going to get. But that's really exciting. Like, just that whole idea of being able to combo stuff together is pretty exciting stuff. Now, the last thing here I want to show you guys is they've re-sprited some of the, just how the secondary effects in some of these guns look, and I want to show off because some of them are quite cool, especially the ones that had really, really crappy placeholder animation. So here's that old shotgun. I point out how that it had a really, really weird, like, close range, like, explosive looking attack. So now they've redone it. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the shotgun with the grenade launcher. So this is the man, I'm dumb. So this one, I can look here on the special. It says shrapnel bomb. So this is the old, they had like a weird looking, like, floating shrapnel bomb before. Now it explodes in these little bitty projectiles. It looks good. Here is the burst shot. This is the one I meant to show you the first time. And as you can see, I think someone pointed out this is like the dragon's breath. And I think that's what this is. Because it's just like a really, really powerful, close range, and kind of like fiery, explosive shot. Now the last thing I thought, this is one of the coolest ones I've seen so far, is, you guys remember that there were those bullets that you could fire, and wherever your mouse click was is where they would blow up in the air. So they've changed these to where they have an elemental side now. So here's an electrical one, and you'll see wherever my mouse is, they're going to blow up, but now they have an element to them, and they look really cool. So here, you'll see this is a frost one, my bad. It's very, very cool. It's wherever your mouse is, it's going to blow up. And some of the effects on them are just like, they look really good. Like, that just looks so powerful. The fire one, then we have electric. Yeah, the electric one looks nice. And then lastly, we have the poison. And yeah, so I'm super happy. I'm glad they're going back through and they're doing a really good job animating these effects. And it's actually taken me a moment to adjust to just reading the info on them. Like, so it's a special explosive burst and poison. I've gotten so used to, throughout this whole Nightly series, just spawning in weapons and just trying them out, that it's actually much more convenient now just to be able to read these. But anyways, guys, that's all I have for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please rate, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later.